Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart and figure out why Bitcoin has started to go up again a little bit. However, I start here with a longer term outlook. The last video was very short term, didn't have a lot of time, so I just really did a quick update. Had a few questions about my longer term outlook, and we are going to take a look at that, and then we are going to take a look at the more imminent wave count and what's going to happen. So here, anybody who's been watching my videos anyway knows it. Yeah, my view is that Bitcoin here made a wave 1 back in April 21. We came down in a wave A, moving up in a wave B, coming down in wave C. This is a corrective wave pattern, a 3-wave structure, which is overall corrective, which suggests that as soon as this correction is over, we're going to get back into an impulsive move similar to this one, which usually consists of 5 waves. Yeah, so this is a wave 1, this here a wave 2. The wave 2 consists of this ABC pattern. In November, we already figured this out, and then in December it got confirmed with a drop below the 53,000, I think it was at the time, or 58,000, I think. Where the invalidation point was for the bullish scenario. And I told you back then, if we drop below this support level, I think it was 58K at the time, then we are going to go down into this region below 29K. And that has happened. It took months to get there. It was a fight. It was an adventure. It was a long journey. And hopefully these videos here that I produce on a daily basis have helped you to deal with this decline, because it's not easy. Yeah, and I know for a fact, because a lot of people comment, it saved a lot of people money as well, because you saw this coming on this channel, which is fantastic. Yeah, so this is sort of the what happened, and the longer term outlook would be that from here, from this 1-2 pattern, we would get back into a wave 3, and we can make a projection of the price targets. Now, to be fair, it is very early for that, because we don't know yet exactly where the low would be, but let's just go to a 20K level, which is here the lowest point of my overall target area. Assuming we will break a new all-time high, then the price target for the next major wave up would be at least 121,000 US dollars. That is the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, but we could also very well reach the 200% level or the 2.618. So everything above $121,000 will be possible if we break all-time high in the next wave up. So it's sort of my longer term outlook. I don't think we're going to get into a very long bear market. I think we are going to see another run up. That could be a wave 3, but I think next year will be difficult. Yeah, that is also based on what I see coming for stocks and shares. You know, since COVID, the crypto prices have really followed or are really correlated to the Nasdaq. So before that, it hasn't been the case. I think that will decouple at some point. For now, they are fairly related. And if I look at what the stocks and shares market is doing, I do expect a swift recovery now, but I think at some point next year we could see a larger correction generally. Yeah, and that could not be just a correction; it could be a real crash. So I think this year could be still very good. Yeah, it could still become very good. As soon as we hit the low here, we could have another run up. If that will be that wave 3, that remains to be seen. I don't know that yet. So far, the chart has really adhered very well to this Elliott Wave count. And from here, somewhere in this target area between 20 and 28.6K, we should start to reverse to the upside and get back into a bull run. As I said in the previous videos, I think the structure here that is happening currently in that yellow box there, at the moment where we are, that is a very corrective wave structure, which means that we are not yet ready for a new run to the upside. At least the bullish signals are very weak. Someone has asked, and this is also the Bitcoin chart, just a different one where I don't have the Elliott waves on, but someone has asked, you know, what happened here back in when COVID hit, that this structure looks very similar to what we are doing at the moment. And if I wouldn't consider that, because it looks so similar, that the low could already be in, because after COVID we had a massive run to the upside here for Bitcoin. Now that for me the structures look different, completely different, and also we have to see that this year was much more impulsive. What happened here? Yeah, we came down in a strong move. This was capitulation, absolutely. Here we had a move down. It's also important how you get into this low, and here we came down. I mean, we made from the peak here, or let's just say that one candle alone, within a day, it dropped like 40%. So that was clear capitulation. And then within, I mean, it was here the 13th of March. Let's just say 2 weeks from there. 2 weeks to 20, roughly 2 weeks from there. 13th of March, that would be the 30th, wouldn't it? Roughly. Or 27th, 26th. Anyway, just roughly here, where were we? We made it here roughly 72%, yeah, in that short period, in 2 to 3 weeks. If we look at what Bitcoin did since the low here, yeah, and what did Bitcoin actually lose in a day here, and we can even start from up here, it did lose roughly 30%, yes, but this was over a period of a week, roughly, yeah. So it is different, it is less and over a longer period, and since the low, Bitcoin has not made 70%, because this is also 2 weeks. Yeah, Bitcoin has only made, let's just take a look. Right, 8%, 9%. There is a difference, right? That was impulsive back then. This year is the opposite. It is just corrective. It's just moving sideways, really. So, no, the structure looks different, yeah. As soon as I see here an impulsive structure, and that is not only how much the price is going to go up, or is going up in how long of a period, no, it is about how does this structure look like in detail. And what we see here at the moment is this is just sideways movement, yeah, just sideways movement at the moment. And the longer this takes, the higher the probability the move will it will move on, and probably to the downside, in my opinion. And this is a wave 4, in my opinion, yeah, and which is very long and very boring. But let's take a look at the more imminent wave count here, and why is Bitcoin actually going up? I said it's going to go down, and I still, yeah, and you know, we have just anything here in the daily space of volatility. Well, daily volatility of crypto is just what it is, and nothing is invalidated at all. Yeah, we are still here, as I said. My view is that here on the 23rd of May, that larger wave 4 ended, and that we have already started the move down in a wave 5. Now, this move down doesn't unfold straight away in one straight line. There are waves in which this happens, and I told you that my view is that we could have seen here already the wave 1 down. After this higher level degree, wave 4 has been completed. We go into the level in the wave 5. The wave 5 itself consists of 5 waves. So we have here a first wave down consisting again of 5 waves. Then we have a wave 2 to the upside consisting of 3 waves, A, B, C. And now we could be in that third wave down. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. And it looks like the wave 1 of that wave 3 was already done, and that we are now in a wave 2 of that wave 3. And that wave 2 of the wave 3 is just, or has just not been finished yet. Very clearly, yeah. So that is just really what it is. That is just what it is, really. And it looked earlier as if that wave 2 had ended, and that could really have ended, and we are now in the wave 1 of the wave 3. Oh, that finished as well, and we're now in the wave 2 of the wave 3. But it seems like we're going a little bit higher just with that wave 2, and that's it. And let's just take a look at the Fibonacci retracement levels. In that wave 2, what would be the next levels to watch out for? Here it could go all the way up to 30k actually. That's the 78.6% Fib level. I think 30k would be another important test in that region here around 30k. If it moves above 30,185, that wave would be invalidated, but it could then still be that we are in this higher level degree wave 2. So the sell-off scenario will really only be invalidated above 30,630. Yeah. Yeah, this is what it is. And then for the overall triangle formation I had here, we have an invalidation point at 30,725. So really watch that $30,630 level. From that point of view, then this imminent sell-off scenario will be invalidated. So it shouldn't ideally move above that level. Again, I mentioned it so many times, and I repeat myself probably. It might be boring for the everyday everyday viewers. But it still is important that 30,630 level, and here imminently the price shouldn't go up above, let's just make it very accurate, the price shouldn't go above $30,190. Yeah, everything until then speaks still very strongly for that imminent sell-off scenario. So let's watch the 30k level as well, because that's an important one. Anywhere very shortly here, yeah, if this scenario is what it is, we should finally see now that next wave down. Here it makes sense at the moment. 1, 2, 3 down. And in this wave 3, we are now just in a sub wave, which goes up, a corrective wave to the upside. And that is what we're looking out for. Yeah, that is what we are looking out for. The thing is, the problem as well that I have with this, right? I looked here at this wave 1 down, here this 5 wave move down that landed at 28.6k. Then this 3 wave move up, which I then counted as a wave 2. That's just what you have to do. The problem is that what then came down here was just a 3 wave move really. So it's really hard to count this as a wave 1. That could actually mean that, in fact, this wave 2 has not finished yet, and we might actually need to consider that wave 2 will end somewhere here, and that we have to expect a little bit of higher prices still, all the way up to, let's say, maybe even 30,382. Yeah, that would be one possibility as well. But again, everything still currently shows that Bitcoin is in this sell-off scenario, and I'm just waiting for that next signal that the price finally start to reverse to the downside. So I just try to make sense here with you about these price moves that are happening here. As I said before, the real sell-off is not confirmed really until we finally break that 28.6k level. That is really the key level. Yeah, that is the level that the price has been dancing on. So in summary, for everybody who might be a bit confused now, which I fully understand, but it is unfortunately a little bit confusing. It can be when you really try to make sense of those smaller waves, but I do it at the moment because first of all, it's a super boring wave, yeah, and I try to really help you understand what's happening here from an Elliott Wave point of view. A lot of viewers want to learn Elliott Waves as well. But really, in a nutshell, the price now needs to move lower, which is what I primarily expect. And the imminent sell-off will really be confirmed below 28.6k. And if we move above, let's just say 30,725, then this is not bullish, but it will unlock higher prices. And I might have to reconsider, or I will have to reconsider this overall wave count in this corrective structure, and it wouldn't change the overall scenario. It still looks very corrective, and I would still expect the price to move down lower, making a lower low nevertheless, irrespective of what happens here in the short term, because we haven't yet seen enough bullish evidence in the chart that would suggest that the overall downtrend is over. It could be over at any point, I have to say that as well, and that is very important, because over the last 6 months I've been telling you we have to get into this target area. As we have now reached it, it is absolutely realistic that the low can be in at any point. But as I showed you in the beginning, this sort of 8% price increase since the low, and what the chart is doing here is not impulsive, meaning it's not bullish to the upside. Therefore, I have to assume that we come lower once more. And you know, I'm quite stubborn with my views. I won't change them easily, really only if there is enough evidence. And you know, and this stubbornness has really taken us into this target area and has probably helped a lot of people as well, because in the end we landed here in this target area, and now we're in a space where we need to watch the price chart very closely to really spot any short-term price moves and to understand when the trend is changing back to the upside. And of course, I will keep you updated about that. All right, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.